Welcome to this tutorial for Palace. It's over from Palace. I will show you two different versions or ways for playing the song, because originally it's played using a open tuning, so an open E major tuning using a capo on the second fret. But in the second part of the video I will also show you a way of playing the song using a standard tuning. In case you do not want to, are not able to use an open E tuning. You can still play very well using a standard tuning. Of course, the original sounds better using open E tuning. So what is important? Capo on the second fret. And yes, so in this first part I will use open tuning to play the song. I will start with playing a short part of the song first, and then I will show you how to play it yourself. Safe to say that love is over. It's true, I know that life goes on and on. The more I've seen my foundations bleeding, the weaker I am from my roots to my heart. It's over, 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 it's over. I'm running out of time. Eventually they'll both be just fine. My father's words and my mother's cry. I'm the middleman and my strength is trying. For the best of them I be straight up praying. Nothing left now except connections failing. It's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over. And the rest of the song is basically the same regarding the basic pattern of how to play it. So so make sure that you, for this way of playing the song, you have an open E major tuning. If you do not know what that means or to do this, just search for it on the internet, on YouTube. So open E major tuning. And then as you can see, it's actually very simple, because there are just a few chords used for the whole song, just two different chord patterns. And the chords that you play are very simple, because you just have to use two fingers, and like the pattern of the fingers, so how you place the fingers, is same for each chord. So for the first part of the song, so the which is only the verse, the first verse is only these four chords. And then for the second part of the song, so from the first chorus on, they are kind of the same chords but a different order, namely and then later is a small fill-in. So I will show you now the chords in a bit more detail and a bit slower. So for the first part, these are the chords. You start with an open chord, just strumming the open strings. Then the second chord, you place one finger on the A string, 3rd fret, and one finger on the B string, 3rd fret. And then for the next chord, you simply move these two fingers one fret up. Yeah, and then for the last chord, you again just move the two fingers one fret up. Yeah, so you end up at the 5th fret. Yeah, those two fingers. Yeah, and for all chords, you can play all strings. For the chorus and the rest of the song, the chords are now this. You start in the 7th, at the 7th fret, again with the same two fingers. So your first finger placed on the A string, the 7th fret, and your second finger placed on the B string, the 7th fret. Yeah, so it should sound like this. And then you move your fingers for the next chord downwards. Yeah, so in this direction. So this is the first chord. Then you move your fingers 2 frets down. Then for the third chord, 1 fret down. And then for the last chord, 1 fret down. So you end up at the 3rd fret. Yeah, for the strumming pattern, you can use just any simple strumming pattern. Yeah, but it's nice for the first chorus and the rest of the song to maybe use kind of a slap in your strumming pattern, especially if you play on your own, to add more rhythm to your song. You can do it like this. So I'm running out of time. Eventually, they both will be just fine. Mother's words, yeah, this is one possible way of doing it, which sounds good. Then the last thing I want to show you is the fill-in, which is played from the 2nd verse on. Yeah, so it's a fill-in which is played at the end of the chord pattern, so after you play the last chord. Yeah, you play that fill-in directly after you strummed that last chord one time. Yeah, you just play it once, and then you quickly play the fill-in, and then you start again with the first chord. And the fill-in goes like this. It's a small hammering on pull-off thing. So on the A string on the 4th fret, you first play the empty A string, and then you hammer on with your second finger on the 4th fret. Yeah, and then you use your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, and you use a hammering pull off. Yeah, so you just play the string once, then you hammer on and you pull off. You can also play several times the string if you want to, but it sounds nicer if you use a hammering pull off. Yeah, so combined. So. Yes, And that's actually all regarding like the basic way of playing the song. Then I will quickly, sorry about this. I will quickly show you how to play the song using the standard tuning. I'm kind of lost here. Okay, there we are, sorry. Okay, enough for now. I'm not the best. It's not my best skill to tune using only your ears. Yeah, so now I'm back in a standard tuning. Yeah, so I need my fingers to play the E major chord. And how you can play the song using the standard tuning is like this. So again, just two different chord patterns. The first one is this. Yeah. Safe to say their love is over. It's true, I know. Life goes on and on. And then the second pattern. It's over, it's over, it's over. Yeah, so for the first part of the song you play first E major. Then for the second chord you put your third finger on the fifth fret of on the A string, and that finger moves one down on the D string, and you leave that finger here. You can again play all strings if you want to, and then you move that finger one fret up, but it's better than easier to use your fourth finger, and like this. And these two fingers remain here, and then the last chord on the 7th fret on the A string, first finger and one fret up, so 8th fret, D string, second finger, and third finger, 9th fret, G string. Yeah, so it also sounds nice, but as you can see it's a bit more difficult to play because of these chords. But it works. And then for the chorus and the rest of the song, you can kind of use power chords like chords, but then also play the full strings, all strings. Yeah, so in the 9th fret a power chord, then you move 2 frets down, you move 1 fret down, and you move another fret down for the last chord. And if you want to do the fill-in, it's also possible, but it's also a little bit more difficult because you cannot use your open strings, but you can use it, do it like this. Yeah, so on the A string you then start at the 4th fret and you do the hammering on the 6th fret. And for the second part you place your first finger, you already have it on the G string and the 3rd fret, and then you play it and you do a hammering pull off using your second finger in the 4th fret. Yeah, so. Yeah, so that fill-in is a bit more difficult, but if you practice well, you probably can also play it fluently. So that's it. Enjoy the song.